Good morning, boys and girls. Today for our screencast, we're going to be talking about estimating products and quotients. This is in Chapter 2, Estimation and Number Theory. So we've done a little bit of work with this so far. This is just for extra practice and for your own use if you still need some help with this topic. So first, we're going to start with estimating products. This example, we're just going to do together. This is not on your guided notes, so I just want you to watch this. So when I have a multiplication problem that I am trying to solve, sometimes we can use estimation to get an about answer to kind of check our accuracy for our actual answer. So if you look at the screen, you're going to see two ways to do this. You're going to see front-end estimation and rounding to the nearest hundred. I'm going to show you both. When you go to practice on your guided notes, you can use whichever one you feel more comfortable with. So let's start with front-end estimation. Remember, when we front-end estimate, we're going to look at the highest place value, which is the hundreds. We're going to look at the value. There's a 3 in the hundreds place, so I'm going to turn 323 into 300. I'm going to multiply it by 4. 3 times 4 is 12, and I tack on 2 zeros. So what I'm saying is my product for 323 times 4 should be about 1,200 or 1,200. So now in order to check for reasonableness, I'm going to actually multiply. When we cross multiply, remember the 4 needs to be multiplied by each place value in the 3-digit number. So I'm going to start with the ones. 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to carry my 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. And 4 times 3 is 12. So my actual answer is 1,292. My estimated product was 1,200. Reasonable, checks out. Okay, so let's try the same thing, but we're going to try a different way of estimation. So we're going to round to the nearest hundred instead of using front-end estimation. So rounding to the nearest hundred, you're going to look at the hundreds place, but the number in the tens place is going to decide what he does. He's either going to stay at the 300s that he has already, or he's going to bump up to 400s. You have to decide which hundred this is closest to. How do we do this? We can take a look at a number line. So we are in between 300 and 400. 323 is somewhere on this number line. If I'm thinking about this in my head, 350 would be in the middle. I know 20 comes before 50, so 323 is going to be somewhere about here. He's going to round to 300. So similar to front-end estimation, but a different thinking process. And we already know that's going to be 1,200. Don't forget your comma. Now to check for accuracy, again, we'll multiply one more time. And we get the same answer. Again, this was just to show you the two different ways, but again, reasonable nonetheless. So moving on to the next slide. Now you are going to try this one with me. This one is in your guided notes. So take a look. You're going to try this one with me, 123 times 7. So you're going to choose the way that you'd like to estimate. I like to use front-end estimation. So I'm going to underline my hundreds place. I'm going to turn 123 into 100. I'm going to multiply 100 times 7. 7 hundreds, or 107 times, is 700. So we're saying 123 times 7, going to be about 700. Let's actually multiply to check for reasonableness. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry the 2. 2 times 7 is 14. 14, 15, 16. Plus those 2 more. Carry the 1. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 1 more is 8. So our actual answer is 861. They're within a couple hundred of each other. So checking for reasonableness. Now I'm going to pause. I want you to pause the video and I want you to try this next one on your own. After you're done solving it, check your work with mine. 148 times 5. This is going to be 100 times 5. 500 times 5 is 40. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 more, 7. So 740 within a couple hundred of each other. Okay, so double check your work with mine. And then we're moving on to estimating quotients. So this is kind of in a step process. So I wrote down steps for you. I want you to use the steps to find the estimated and actual quotients. So step 1 says use reverse multiplication to think of numbers to multiply by 3 to get close to 54. So over here, I'm going to start with those multiples of 10. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 20 is 60. 54 is in the middle of those two numbers, so I'm just going to use those two facts. Which one is 54 closest to? He's definitely closer to 60. So I'm going to say that my estimated quotient is about 20. Now, in order to actually go ahead and find an actual answer, I'm going to go ahead and divide. I'm going to use 20 times 3 to get close, but I need to kind of decrease that amount to get the actual because 54 is less than 60. So if I multiply 19 times 3, that's 27, 3, 4, 5, that's 57. Let's try 18. 24, 3, 4, 5. Aha. So this is my fact that I'm going to use. So 54 divided by 3, how did I get there? My actual is 18. Those are close. Estimation checked out. Now you're going to go ahead and try this slide on your own. When you're done, I want you to pause the video. When you're done, play it, and then you're going to see the work done. So pause the video.